Very good morning to all of you. You continue watching my YouTube channel, our chemistry class, and subscribe essential and complete your assignment and prepare your notes by PDF. Today our topic is vapor phase osmometry. This topic is also of polymer science, MSc Inorganic Special, final year, paper number 7B. The topic is vapor phase osmometry. This technique is based on the principle that at a given temperature the vapor pressure of the solution is less than that of the pure solvent. Now keep a drop each of pure solvent and the solution in as atmosphere saturated with the solvent vapor continuously supplied from the large reservoir of the solvent. Since the vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of the pure solvent, condensation of the solvent takes place from the saturated vapor phase on to the solution droplet. Whereas practically nothing happened as far as its solvent droplet is concerned. The solution droplet therefore starts getting diluted as well as heated up by the latent heat. This is the latent heat of condensation of the solvent condensing on it. Owing to the temperature rise and increase concentration of the solvent, the vapor pressure of the solution droplet increase steadily. The process of vapor pressure of the solution droplet at the new elevated temperature becomes equal to that of the pure solvent at the original temperature. The total rise in temperature delta T will be proportional to the mole fraction of the solute and n in the solution as per the following equation number this: delta T is equals to RT square n upon delta H. Why? This is the equation. Here is delta H is the heat of vaporization of the solvent in an actual vapor phase osmometry VPO, also called vapor pressure osmometer. The solution and the solvent droplet are placed directly on two-dimensional arranged in the Wheatstone bridge circuit in such a way that the temperature rise can be measured very accurately as a function of the bridge imbalance output voltage delta V. Delta V is the imbalance output voltage. The factor of delta V is related to the molecular weight of the solute by the equation number this: delta V upon C is equals to K upon m bar n plus KBC, where K is the calibration constant. It may be noted that molecular weight up to 30,000 can be readily measuring using VPO. A general description of VPO is as follows: a solvent vessel made of solvent vessel made of glass is placed in anodized aluminum block and sealed by the stainless steel lid through the Teflon gasket according to below figure. The vessel provides the space for the atmosphere of solvent vapor wherein the thermistors are suspended. The stainless steel lid is covered by another metal block through which several syringes for placing the solutions or solvent droplets on the thermistor are introduced. The entire assembly is thermostat to maintain a constant temperature with a accuracy is approximate plus minus 1.001 degree centigrade. At the start of experiment, the solvent is added to the solvent vessel through a syringe and solvent drop are also placed on each thermistor. Now, since there will not be any condensation on either of the thermistors, there is obviously no temperature difference and hence the instrument should read 0. If it does not do so, the bridge is adjusted till the steady 0 reading is obtained. The next step is the calibrate. This is the diagram, which is schematic diagram of the vapor pressure osmometry, and this is the probe. This is the probe, and this is the aluminum block, and here is a gas kit, thermostat, wick, and this is window. In the layer position is the glass vessel for solvent. This is the glass vessel. This aluminum measurement cell, important part on this diagram and of this apparatus. Experiment now. Vapor phase osmometry data for the calibration method. Polystyrene and experimentally sample HTPB. The polymer is standard polystyrene. It is in the M bar N is equals to 1790, and second is STPB of the unknown molecular weight. Concentrations is given in gram per kilogram, gram or kilogram, and this is the bridge output delta V, variation in volume, mu V, reading and average reading is 1 2 3, and this is the average value, and this is the plot versus delta C and delta C upon C versus polystyrene standard and HTPB. this plot polystyrene and this plot HTPB. Here is delta V upon C and here is C. So the plot delta V upon C versus C is degree centigrade. C is the concentration, concentration is gram or kilo per gram. Is the polystyrene standard. The m bar n is equals to 1790 and delta V upon C is equals to 17.1, C is equals to 0 and K is equals to 30,610. In HTPB sample, delta V upon C is equals to 13.3 and C is to C raised to 0, K is equals to 30,610, which is determined by polystyrene standard. And now we determine Mn bar of HTPB is 2300. The instrumental with the standard sample of non-molecular weight solution of a standard sample in 4 or 5 known concentrations are made. One of the thermistors is flushed with the solution of one particular concentration and a drop of the same is placed on the thermistor, while the other thermistor still contain a drop of the pure solvent. Now the solvent starts condensing on the solution droplet and the rise in temperature is directly measured as the bridge imbalance output value delta V. After the output stands a steady state, the process is repeated with solution of different concentrations and delta V values corresponding to each concentrations are noted in the above table. A plots of the delta V upon C versus C is made of the exfoliated to 0 concentration as shown in the above figure and ordinate intercept with then delta V upon C raised to 0 to calibrate constant K can be computed using equation. Equation is this: K is equals to m dot delta V upon C exfoliated to 0, where m is the molecular weight of the non-standard sample. For determining the molecular weight of the unknown sample, solutions of the sum are made in different concentrations in the same solvent used for the standard sample, and the whole procedure is repeated is get of ordinates intercept delta V upon C extrapolated to 0. The molecular weight of the unknown sample will then be given in Mn bar is equals to K upon delta V upon C and C raised to 0. This is the equation. Add set typical data for the HTPB sample included in above table and the graphical corresponding the graph in above figure. Now next topic, and group analysis. So students, you daily complete your assignment and prepare your notes for the exam. This book of Govarikar Polymer Science, you help of this book and prepare your notes and subscribe and like and share of my YouTube channel, R Chemistry Class. Thank you so much.